So hi everyone, this is Ashu and welcome to my YouTube channel Coding with Ashu. So firstly, I would like to apologize to you as I've promised that I will be uploading each day every lecture of solving my problem of Leet code, but I was not able to successfully complete it because there was a gap of 2 days. But from today, I will make sure that I follow that cycle and do not break the cycle. There was some important work which I was to do, which I was doing, so I was not getting time to record video for all of you. But from today, I will make sure that each day I will upload the session solving the coding problem. So let's begin solving our next lead code problem. So firstly, I will share my screen. Uh, so I hope I am quite visible and audible, and you can see my screen also. So let me minimize this. Is this? Yeah. So firstly, let's see which problem we are going to solve today. So let's open. What's this opening? Actually, I've been recording with Zoom only because my OBS is not working. So that's the problem, guys. So what I thought for solving these leet code problems is that I will be solving firstly all the easy questions, then the medium question, and then the tougher question. So in the previous video, we had solved the question one, which was an easy level question. Now next, which is the easy question, is the palindrome number. So firstly, open this. Yeah. So the question is, given an integer x, we have to return true if x is a palindrome and false otherwise. So what the problem states is that we have to check whether it's a palindrome number or not. So for those who don't know what is the meaning of palindrome number, so the palindrome number is that, for example, you take any number, say 1 2 1. So when 1 2 1 is read from left side, then it is 1 2 1 121. And if it's read from backward, which means if it is read from right side, so it's 121, so it's also 121. So if we read it from left or if we read it from right, it's always equal, and so it's a palindrome number. What does palindrome number means? If it is read from forward or if it is read from backward, if both are same, then it's a palindrome number. On the other hand, what's a not palindrome number? For example, we take any number 1 3 2. So if it is read from forward, it is 132, which is 132. And if it is read from backward, it is 231. So it's 231. So 131 is not equal to 231. They are not identical. So it's not a palindrome number. Always remember, guys, zero and negative numbers are not considered as palindrome numbers. So this is what we have to design. We have to design a code which will firstly take input. It's not mentioned in the code to take input, lead code problem, but we will design in a more interactive way as we do. So it will take user from the input and it will check whether it's a palindrome or not. If it's a palindrome, it will return true. If it's not a palindrome, it will return false. So let's begin. So let me minimize this. Yeah. And now let's open our Visual Studio as we always do and open the folder. YouTube Leet code. Yeah. So let's add a new file here, which is palindrome palindrome. Yeah. So firstly, what I will do, I will write the code and then I will explain each and every line and each and every word of my code. So firstly, allow me to write the code, because if I do everything simultaneously, I'm writing the code also, explaining also, then it's a burden for me also, and you are also not able to understand. So firstly, I will write the code and then I will try to explain each and everything. So firstly, allow me to write the code only. So let's first take. So firstly, for your information, firstly we are taking an input from the user. So I have written the code, guys. I will explain each and every line. So this is the line one is a line in which we are taking the input from the user. Okay. In this, we are taking an input from the user, and it will be stored in a variable called x. It is a type of this function is we are taking input, and the message will be displayed is that enter a number. Okay. So we will also write this in comment. So what each and every line means, so that you are able to understand each and every line also. So this is basically uh, taking input from user. Yeah. Now this is the line 2, which is if x is equals to double is equals to x, and this is the notation. So what does this mean? You have to understand very carefully, because this is only the main line involved in the code and nothing is new. You all know everything, but this is the main thing. So if x is equals to x from this notation. Okay, so this means that if the integer, if the value stored in x is equals to the x which is this. So what is this notation? So this notation means this notation basically means this: the first colon is the start value, the second colon is the end value, and the third is the value is the -1. So whenever we enter anything in the big bracket of a variable, then we mean that we are going to determine its value. So in simple steps, what does this mean? That if we add this notation anywhere, then this means that the computer will interpret that we want the computer to read the integer from backward. Okay, so basically this means that this is the reading value, this is the starting value, which is by default, if we give colon, then it is by default taken as from start or from end only. This is the second colon is also is the end value. Okay, and if it is also given as simply colon or simply empty, then this also means that it is by default the starting value or the end value, and -1 means that we have to go -1. We have to go where this is the step value. So it will start from, if it starts from first alphabet, which means that index number 0, then it can't go -1, because for example, I would like to explain this thing, that for example, let's write the code 123, and this is our x. Okay, so if we want the code, if we write here this thing, okay, x colon colon -1 in big bracket. So for the start value, it for here three values we need. Okay, here we need what? Here we need three values. First is start value. Second is end value. Okay, let's put exclamation mark here also. end value, and third we need is the step value. So these three things are entered in the big bracket of a variable. So here we can't take the start value in the 1 2 3 if the step value is given as, in this case, as -1, as -1. So in this case we can't take the start value as for example, in this the index of 1 is 0, the index of 2 is 1, index of 3 is 2, as I've explained in the last video that for computer index start from 0 only. So if we take here the start value of 0, for example, the computer takes the start value 0, then what will happen? Then then it can't go -1, because if it goes to -1, then the next index will be -1. So no -1 index is here for 1 2 3. So it has to take the start value as 3 only, which means that index here it has to take as 2 only, and end value it has to take as 0 only. Then it will only satisfy this step value function. So that's why it by default, if we give colon colon -1, then it is understood that it will read the code from starting from backwards and go till frontward. Hope you understood. So for those who didn't understand, just remember that for making the computer understand that you have to read the integer from backward to frontward. So for making, sorry, there's a notification, sorry, it was a disturbance. So yeah, for making the computer understand that it has to read the integer from backward to frontward, you have to use this big bracket, in which we have to use colon colon -1. So now you understand that the conditional loop which is given here is that if x, which is the ordinal variable, which is read from left to right, is equal to x colon colon -1, if that variable is equals to the variable, if the original variable which is read in ascending order is equal to the variable which is read in descending order, then it will print true, else in any other case it will print false. So basically let's write a comment here that it's a conditional loop and it checks if the number is a palindrome or not. Checks if the number is a palindrome or by evaluating whether whether the number is same from frontward and backwards. Yes. Let's add this to, let's remove this from here and add it here. I want to remove this. Oh, there's a syntax issue, guys. So now it's the fine. And also, so I think now it's fine, or we should add this statement here only, no? It will be more fine. It will be more looking, it's more looking good. Yeah. So this checks if the number is a palindrome or not by evaluating whether the number is same from frontwards and backwards. So if it's same, if it's is equals to, then it will print true, and if it's not equal to, it will print false. Now let's run the code and see whether I have written the correct code or not. I hope it's correct code. So let's see. Mm, 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 So yeah, now first line is running correct because we are being asked a number. So firstly, let's enter a palindrome only. So let's enter 1 2 1. Enter. Yeah, we got true. Now let's run it again. Let's run it again. Again, this time we will not enter a palindrome. Let's enter something random. Oh yeah, we done it. We did it. So yeah, bravo. We wrote the correct code. Also, if let's check whether if we write a negative number, what happens? I do think the code shouldn't work. So let's write -1, 2. Bravo, we won. So yeah, it's working fine. It's not working for negative numbers, and it's working for positive numbers, and it's working for palindrome number. So yeah, this is the code. Uh, let's minimize this. Yeah, this is the code. Only I think one, two, three, four, hardly 4 to 5 lines of code you have to write, and it will easily check whether it's a palindrome or not. So I hope you guys you liked the video and the content and the code also, because it was a very simple and a very a more simpler code can't be written for a palindrome checker in Python language. So hope you like the video. You guys who are not supporting, you should subscribe the channel if you like the content, because I barely find any time to make the videos, and I make videos with lot of effort, as you can see. So please guys comment. So please guys subscribe the channel, like the video if you really liked my hard work, and comment your likes and dislikes about the video, and hope you like the video. All the best. Thank you. And I will be also adding the you know that in the previous one also I added the problem link in the description, and the solution of this of that problem in the description only, so that you can see the problem and solution both at same page only. I will be doing for this question also, and for all the questions which I'll be solving. All the best. Thank you.